Test 1, 2. I think we're live now. Okay, let's try this again. Good evening, everybody. Race number 3, week 1, Winter League 2023. I'm Cyberdark86, joined tonight by Petastrip on comms, Kemi and Ranikai, and Sensei Belkar on tracking, and Flower Power on restreaming. Hey, we hear voices. Cool. Tonight we have a race between Thilotilo, Sandcraft05, and YakkoWakko20 that has already started. We've got no spells to start, and everyone's leaving the throne room and going back in, and hopefully he's going to get a gold grind in a few seconds.
Well, we already see that the treasury just has 3 chests in it, and we see wings and a fighter's ring. It is entirely possible we could see a treasure guard here, but nope. You just get more gold, and a gold grind is active with that lower left chest.
Sweet, a gold grind. Apparently we need 22 XP for level 2. 5 strength on some, 7 on others. No, 5 strength on everybody. Okay. Right, 7 attack with the fighter's ring. So we'll get a few runners here going for gold grind, probably no more than 12 or 15,000. And some may just wander out and worry about it later.
Yeah, one of the flags in this flag set is we have Tri-State Summer Sale, so every weapon, armor, shield has the potential of being 1/3 to 2/3 off its full price, which means you could potentially get a silver shield for about 5,000. And we get a first town Hawksness on Tilo screen. This has my blessing.
Very nice. There is another town here in the swamp, but I don't know if Tilo can reach it. I know there was an herb somewhere else in the castle. I don't think Tilo went and looked, but I know fryteeth did. Hey, but he finds an herb in the top of... Yeah, the top of Swamp Cave, and a wizard.
Well, the wizard has stop spell, so this is going to take a little bit longer than it normally would.
Yep. Tilo still has a decent amount of gold. You never know, he might be able to buy some decent items.
Oh, definitely. On this flag set, you could easily get like a flame sword, full plate, large shield for 5k or so if you're lucky.
Ah, an excellent move on that slime. Exactly what you needed. Sandcraft is going to a full 32.5, no, 33, maybe to 35,000 in gold.
It's entirely possible Sandcraft didn't remember the summer sale flag might be on for various tones, and we have full cost broadsword, full cost magic armor, but with the initial gold, Tilo can still afford the broadsword and large shield, and due to the flag set being what it is with vanilla searches, we know the fairy flute is going to be in coal, just like we know the armor will be in Hawksness and Open will be on the map. But with the other items, such as the sword, the harp, and the stones, they can be in any chest. And when it comes to the stones and the harp, they can be in any chest as long as it's accessible via an external cave.
Yeah, that's another thing we have this week is stair shuffle, which means, yeah, caves are going to be fun. They're going to be very fun. Hey, we've got another town here and Sherlock in that swamp. And a cave to the west as well.
And Tilo gets a discounted full plate for just under a couple thousand gold, and we do see an extra chest in a place you don't normally see one with Erdrick's sword in Garenham. Nice.
Oh wow, that's great. Nice start. You don't have to worry about any more weapons after finding Garenham.
And the best thing about that is that it was free. Like, there was no treasure guard on it, and there's a 50-50 chance that there would have been one, but it was unguarded, so you got a freebie.
We find an herb in the back and a death necklace. Got another chest in here, one you don't normally see, with some gold. And possibly more in the back here. We'll see what the back of Garenham holds. It is Swamp South? Yeah, Swamp South. And a Metal Slime, wow. Oh, right, and it's gonna stick around too, because we've only got 5 strength here.
Yeah, they're not scared, so he's guaranteed to take it.
Oh. Oh no.
Unless it has that.
Yep, so much Metal Slimes this run.
Sandcraft is having all kinds of problems getting off the ground. He still has 20k in gold, which will be enough to buy stuff, but he's getting sniped repeatedly, trying to push out to the towns.
YakkoWakko is trying to check our chest here in Hoxness, but gets stopped by a Stone Man pretty quick. Hey, is that hurt more at level 7? Ish. $35 experience on level 7. Level 2 is 22 experience.
So that's one of the fun aspects of the random XP requirement flag set is you never know when you're going to get a single level out of like 1,000 experience grind, or you could get 5 levels in like 20 experience. They can easily be clustered, and you can rapidly gain stats and levels with just a single kill.
Yeah, it looks like we have a torch in Hoxness here in the chest. Having hurt more now, I'd almost go straight for the spike tile, see what's there. If you get an Axe Knight or a Green Dragon, you can take him out pretty quick.
Yeah, it's super useful. If you can take down the spike enemy in Hoxness right now, that is guaranteed to be Erdrick's armor, which would be very helpful for exploration and survivability. It's a blue dragon, so there is at least a reasonable chance of taking it out.
Yep, there was actually a red dragon just before that had hurt, which is great for in-game. The blue dragon has sleep and punch. Sandcraft, after finding Breckenary here, I did see him pick up a magic armor there. 2 runners still on level 1. Sorry, 1 level still on level 1 now.
Apparently there's a big experience jump to level 9, and Yakko gets the sleep treatment from the blue dragon as well.
Yeah, I just see 1137 there for Yakko to level 9. So we've got a town just above Sharlock here. Got another one. Okay, that one in the forest is Hoxness. Looks like Fryteeth has found Tablet Cave. We'll see where the stairs lead.
I'm always curious to see just how much diving into caves people want to do early. I tend to disagree with doing it as a general rule because your main objective early on in one of these seeds, I think, is to simply get Erdrick's armor. Diving in the caves, you're looking for plot items, but I'd rather have survivability before I do that, because you just never know when you're going to get in a long maze where you end up in multiple Sharlock zones.
Well, going through the cave certainly hurt me in my race there, or in our race, I should say, Monday night. Looks like Tablet Cave went to the dead end in Sharlock, which had gold in a chest. On the bright side, there's Axe Knights down there.
It's always nice to get a chest out of the way as far as checks are concerned, but probably not what he was looking for.
So Sandcraft, one of our runners that actually hit level 2 without hitting level 7, only has 23 experience and only got stop spells. So Hurt More, Repel, Outside, and Sleep were all somewhere between level 3 and 7. Okay, level 2 or level 2 experience from a red slime, so 25 experience. It's level 3.
Doing it the incremental way.
Got Yakko in Mountain, I think? Could be Grave. No, Grave, top of Grave.
I definitely don't mind the check of top of Grave. It's fairly quick, generally, unless you get sniped by something like a red dragon. Fryteeth has found Garenham, so he now has Erdrick's sword. And Sandcraft just got the bunch of levels off of a wolf, it looks like. So level 8 was at around 80 experience.
We see Yakko going through the alternate locations for chests. Of course, we have random chest locations in this flag set. Going through Grave, trying to find some of the really odd ones on the top floor. Not having Radiant is kind of annoying, but we do have Permanent Torch, so it's not completely bad.
I think it only becomes super awful when you end up in those random interior sections of Charlock. Like, there's that one floor of Charlock where I think there's like 4 different stairways, and it's just awful if you don't have Radiant up for that.
Yeah, indeed. Just gonna try for the basement now. Of course, stairs will go likely somewhere else than just Grave level 2. I think Grave level 3? Yeah. On the way down to the last chest, or just before the diamond room.
Very interesting that Fryteeth beat the Guardian in the Swamp Cave, which is a stone man, made the treasure chest check by Gwelin, and did not rescue her despite having outside. I mean, we know that the coordinates are required for the token, but with a very small map, generally speaking, the coordinates will be pretty easy to count, I think. So I can definitely see why you wouldn't pick up the princess. But she is valuable knowing that you will have coordinates, and also knowing that the levels are random, so you can always talk to her for the rest of the seed, and you will always know if you're like 100 experience away from a level, which might be important if you're diving Charlock on a marginal level.
Yeah, especially I've seen so many runners use it. You get down to that final spike tile just before the Dragon Lord, and after beating it, you check, and it's like, oh, like I need 100 more experience. I'll just go fight it again, and that could give you another 1 or 2 strength, enough to be doing some decent attacks.
And some of us just beat the spike tile enemy and get the level randomly, and are just like, oh, I guess this is free now.
Yep. Tilo, on the other hand, is rescuing Gwelin. So it seems like everyone's stuck on level 8 for now. There was a good amount of experience. They need at least 1100 to get anywhere, and no one has been over 1000 yet, so it's going to be a while.
Unless somebody finds a good desert grind somewhere with things like Axe Knights and Magic Wyverns, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a wait, but the good news is they have relatively decent stats for this phase of the game, so they should be able to stay alive and get a fair amount of exploration done, at least with regards to finding the towns and making the easy chest checks without doing a ton of cave diving.
Right, so our right side, Sandcraft and Yakko have magic armor, and that's about the only healing they have other than picking up herbs. Tilo and Fryteeth have full plate and half plate, respectively. So again, herbs are their only healing. We really could use a heal spell.
And we have a Wraith with DL2, and I also noticed that the Green Dragon has Sleep and Hurt More, which is not as bad for the runners with magic armor as it will be for the people with full plate. I mean, they could get 2-shot with Hurt More with full plate, even at 75 HP.
Apparently the blue dragon has her wombo combo of sleep and deal 2 breath. The red dragon here on Sandcraft's side is casting hurt almost every turn, so it's got to be a 75% hurt cast. Unfortunately, Sandcraft is using hurt more on the red dragon, and that's usually not advisable. Has a really high hurt resist. But did land one.
And we have a coordinate check, which is 15 south, 49 east. So I don't know how far the land mass goes to the east, but this could be countable as long as we don't bump into a coast really quick.
Yakko picking up his Erdrick Sword. Looks okay for a count. So far, anyway. Sandcraft about to try the blue dragon, see if he can pick up Erdrick's armor. Or get back attack sleeped. And DL 2'd.
I'm always amused when we know that, like in this case, you absolutely know the armor's there, and you know you have a wombo enemy sitting on top of it. Like, that just changes the calculus for the seed dramatically, because normally you'd just go there and be like, I need the armor as quickly as possible. But with that enemy sitting there, now you're going to have to find an alternative. You're going to have to just grind your way up till, I would say you'd probably want at least 110 hit points. Probably more than that. Unless you're hoping that it has like 50% sleep and you just get lucky and it just casts sleep over and over again after you land a stop spell.
As it just did for fryteeth, he now has Erdrick's armor.
And meanwhile, Sandcraft got the other side of that and took a breath to the face.
Tilo's in grave and has found a red dragon in there as well. It doesn't bode well. Ah, Cantlin. By a river there. Fryteeth has already seen it. I think it got the coordinates. And is now actually counting the coordinates by the look of it. Looks like he's got his coordinates to the east. He's heading south now.
This might be getting a little bit tricky if this doesn't wind back around to the left.
Hey, our first look at level 9. We've got 14 power, 3 hit points, 6 magic, and radiant. Seems to be a little off on his count. Oh, but that knight may be a treasure guard. Hey, and level 10 right away. 1 power, 8 speed, 7 hit points, 1 magic.
And it was, in fact, guarded, so had he not had coordinates and run away from the knight, he would have been bounced off the tile, and that would have told him that the token was there.
I think I came across a knight at one point in our race and just tried it just to see, and it didn't work. So I killed the enemy, and I was like, I wonder. No.
I think I did that with a werewolf, but I already knew I was on the proper row, so I was going to be searching it over and over again anyway. And Sandcraft made it to Garenham at long last, and now has Erdrick's sword, so in roughly the same place as everybody else as far as that goes.
Yep, everyone's got the sword, everyone's got the large shield. Fryteeth has Erdrick's armor. Yakko and Sandcraft have magic armor. Teal's a little behind with full plate. As Aaron points out, no one's going to accidentally walk into that tile because they're going to see the peninsula with nothing there and turn around and leave. Oh, Sandcraft found a metal slime. Thilotilo finds our jerk cave, which is where we get our rainbow drop eventually.
Yeah, Tilo now has knowledge of both trade-in caves, so he's getting a lot of exploration done.
And Yakko has just defeated the knight and claimed Erdrick's token. Wow, it's actually pretty close to home.
Level 11 dropped 25 MP, but we still have no heal spells.
Green Dragon resists that hurt more from fryteeth and casts one right back on him. I'm not sure where Tilo is, but it looks like Sharlock based on what's in there.
Fryteeth got another level, so it looks like there's a little bit of a cluster of levels at 10, 11, and 12. Like you get 3 levels and like 500 experience or so. That also seems like a pretty decent grind zone, as long as you don't get sleep blocked by the green dragon. Like there's green dragons and Magiwyverns down there in that kill tile area.
Our jerk birds have stop spell, again, great for late game grinds.
Tilo just popped out of a stairway, which is like that's the interior of the second floor of Grave by the looks of it. And I think he's in Sharlock now.
Yeah, that looks like the path to Judge's Table, I think.
Yeah, that's that little interior section of Sharlock.
Fennec is saying here we need 2,000 experience at level 13 for fryteeth.
Yeah, this is looking like another one of those seeds where the right play is to find the best grind you can and just sit there, because we're getting these kind of long slogs. You have like a little cluster of levels and then you get a long slog to the next one. So like we've already seen over 1,000 experience to a level, and now we've got another gap coming for the other runners.
Fryteeth making it into lower section of Grave. I think going through this path is just going to lead to gold, if I remember correctly. Nope, that's lower section of Tablet.
In all fairness, it is really hard to remember which stairway leads to which cave if you're not actually running the seed.
Very much so. Tilo was in the direction of, or actually right there where the token is, but I guess doesn't know yet as he turned around.
Yeah, I don't know if Tilo has seen Cantlin yet. He's seen a lot of other things, but I don't know if he's actually seen Cantlin and the coordinates yet. If he had seen the coordinates, that would be an unfortunate death with the Armored Knight. I mean, he does have Gwaelin, so he doesn't have to do the stutter step count. Okay, it looks like he's definitely seen Cantlin if he's beelining right back over there immediately. Although he's not using Gwaelin, so maybe he hasn't.
Well, we'll know for sure now if he goes in and gets the coordinates. And Yakko's trying for Erdrick's armor again, finds the blue dragon. Hey, Sandcraft manages to take out an Armored Knight with a couple of Hurtmores, I assume. The lack of heal is really not helping our runners here at all.
Well, it is feeding a growing advantage to Fryteeth the longer this goes on and the longer the others are unable to get Erdrick's armor off the Wombo Blue, because Erdrick's armor is healing him up as he walks. So that is incredibly overpowered in a seed like this, and it looks like Tilo had not seen Cantlin yet because he's going to get coordinates right now, and assuming he is able to heal sufficiently to get off the damage tiles, he would know that he's pretty close to the coordinates right now.
Not having a whole bunch of healing, he has to basically die on his way out, but it's not that far away. And Sandcraft getting coordinates pretty much the same time.
I mean, the funny thing about this is, like, the amount of time it takes you to keep using herbs and walk through the damage tiles and then go buy your herbs back and stay at the inn, it's probably not that different to just Death Warp and just walk straight back over there.
Yeah, with a small map for sure. We got Fryteeth in top of a mountain here, finds his way into Sharlock, I believe. Just some wings up top. Oh no, fighting the metal slime. I think it's two-shot, even with Erdrick's armor. Oh.
So despite the fact that Fryteeth has a clear lead here, we still haven't seen the harp or the stones, and the longer this goes, the more I'm thinking that those two things might be in some really awful chests, like somewhere in the interior of Sharlock, potentially.
Potentially so. I think we've seen every town. I don't know if anyone really checked Cantlin for chests, like in the bottom left corner. I know we've seen all the chests in Garenham, we've seen Rimmildar, we've seen Breckenary. So yeah, it's gotta be in a cave somewhere. Don't know if anyone's checked bottom of Swamp.
Well, we saw the top of Swamp, which was an herb, and we also saw the check next to Gwaelin, which there was no chest there at all. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we've seen the bottom corner of Swamp.
Which is one I recommend everybody check, because I missed Erdrick's sword. For a while, anyway.
Well, I mean, you missed that. I missed the spike tile. I wouldn't say I missed it. I was more sniping than missing it.
Well, Fryteeth just went through the bottom staircase on top of a mountain, has found another chest there. Just needs to know how to get to it. I think that's a Sharlock floor?
Yeah, I believe this is that one floor I told you about in the interior Sharlock where you have like 4 stairways or something like that and several chest possibilities. And that kicked him out into second floor of Grave, and now he's in that section that goes towards Vanilla Sword Chest.
Which leads to another section of that, I think. Which leads to very bottom of Grave near chest 5.
Yeah, and I think there was a chest to the south of him, or on the bottom of his screen, on the other side of it. Yep, there is.
So we've definitely got a chest in Grave. We've got, I think I saw 2 on the Sharlock floor.
Yeah, I think this is looking like they're going to have to do some significant diving to get at least one of these plot items.
So not everyone has these maps memorized. I'm sure some of them do, but we have these maps available for the race. I certainly had mine brought up on the screen. And that
I
floor,
think Chad Birch did that.
That staircase for fryteeth was amazing. One stair to the one right next to it. But yes, you're right. Chadbird did compile some maps for us, which is awesome.
And yes, Slamu, we are allowed to use maps for the... Like, you can use them anyway, but I mean, yeah, you're definitely allowed to use a map that is in the Discord that has all of the alternate chest locations on it.
Same as
very useful, and I highly recommend it.
Oh, for sure. Same as with Vanilla Map Week, we have a map with some... Slime wasn't printed as laminated. We have a map with a grid on it, so you can easily pick out the coordinates from where Tangential starts out.
I'm a vanilla purist, and I will never, ever use a vanilla map as reference for anything, ever.
Fryteeth winding his way down through Sharlock, floor after floor of Sharlock. This may make for a very, very quick Sharlock when you get to it.
Yeah, this is basement 1 now.
Oh, 2 chests in that center room there.
Great room that booted him to. Absolutely fantastic.
One of those chests in the basement was a dragon scale, I believe, because I think Yakko just picked that up.
I gotta applaud the aggressive play here. Like, we gotta remember that 3 of the runners don't even... 3 of them don't even have Erdrick's armor. They don't have a heal spell. And they're going through these lengthy cave dives, knowing full well that several Sharlock enemies are extremely dangerous.
So, I'm thinking that first chest we saw in the basement of Sharlock, you could just wind your way around and get to it, and nobody's doing that. Everyone's taking a different staircase.
Well, I mean, if you need 2 things, it's I can kind of see the logic to it, but personally I would prefer to just go open the stupid chest.
Yeah, I mean, it's a race, right? So you want to get things as fast as possible, and you never know when you're going to get booted out of here either.
I know when I'm going to get booted out. It's like 3 steps after I walk into a cave is when I get booted out.
Tilo headed back for armor, I think. And we've got level 13 here for Fryteeth. 10, 6, 3, 14, return, and heal more.
Oh, that's helpful. RG has asked, has Tablet Cave been found? Well, we've seen a route into the top of Tablet Cave from a different cave, but I don't know where the actual entrance to the cave is.
I think entrance to Tablet is actually in the overworld, but the bottom of it's through a different cave. I know we've seen the bottom. Or we've seen both floors anyway.
Yeah, we've seen its interior, we just have no idea where the entrance is. It's like, it's gotta be somewhere, but yeah.
Yakko finds that dead end. Yep, and that was a dragon scale there in Sherlock.
I think that's isn't that the deep grave chest? Or no, that was Sherlock. Never mind. My brain is fried seeing all these interiors.
It looks like YakkoWakko's on Mountain 1. Sandcraft just left Grave 1 and went into Grave 3, I guess. Radiant really helping out here. Okay, there's that one chest that no one has gotten yet. And everyone has taken a different stairway. I think you can work your way down around, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, you can definitely get to that stairway. It's like one of 4 or 5 stairways on that floor that you can get to. It's a good floor for doing treasure chest checks, but it's a terrible floor otherwise because there's just so many different paths you can take, and it's hard to keep track of them all if you're not writing things down.
And there we go. That's the bottom of Grave there. Yakko's in, and we see there is a chest down there, just not in this interior section. Okay, Tilo actually going for that chest now. I think he's the first one to get to it. As long as he can get away from this Star Wyvern. Hey, the stones.
Imagine not checking that chest and having to go back in here.
Yeah, that's a hard one to remember how to get to.
Well, it's like I said earlier, that there was a growing possibility that plot items were going to be somewhere in the interior of Sherlock, and now we know that the stones are in that one floor with all those stairs on it. We're still waiting on the harp, which could very easily be in somewhere like Mountain 2, and that might be some convoluted pathway through all these Sherlock stairways.
So fryteeth picks up stones as well. Tilo's taking a staircase I haven't seen yet. Brings you to the spiral room in Sherlock. Yeah, that's right. Best to take it, because you never know where it goes. And we do know there are 2 chests in the very interior room in... it's like an H room or something in Sherlock.
Yeah, I can't remember what floor that is, but I think Tilo just found it.
Yeah. Gold in the first. So in that case, the 2 aren't very far off. If you can get in there and survive, get both items pretty quick, assuming it's here. Or not. So I'm thinking now, we haven't seen the one on 3rd floor of Grave, and anything in Mountain 2.
I haven't been keeping a count of how many chests we've seen in this seed, but yeah, Mountain 2 could easily have a lot of chests in it. And by the looks of it, it's probably on the other end of some lengthy stair chain, which is exactly what you want to see in this flag set if you're not running this flag set.
Oh, Tilo just found another spot. I think it's floor 4 or 5 in Sherlock, the one where you split off to go to Erdrick's sword.
Yeah, down for sword, left for lord is the way that we had to remember that once upon a time.
Down for sword brings you into a room where you can see a chest anyway. I think that was mountain.
Yeah, that's second floor mountain.
Fryteeth in that same area, checking different staircase. That's the diamond room in Sherlock.
Sandcraft was able to land stop spell on the blue dragon, and he finally gets Erdrick's armor 41 minutes in.
He's only our second runner to do so.
Yeah, so there is a mention in chat of where's armor. Armor's in Hawksness in this flag set because of the vanilla searches. So just like Cole will always have the flute this week. And the token will always be on the coordinates.
And there will always be coordinates, yeah. So you're always looking at 2 curse spells? No, there would definitely be 3. Yeah, 3 curse spells to never see it. Oh, and Tilo very, very deep in Sherlock ends up dying to an armored knight.
Tilo is basically out of resources, so...
Yeah, it just barely picked up heal more.
As for the point of the vanilla thing, probably to make the flag set a little bit easier would be my guess. Like in my experience with the Winter League, it seems like the flags start relatively easy and get progressively more difficult as you go.
That's the general idea, yeah. We want it to be interesting and show some things that you don't normally see in Standard, but at the same time we don't want to make it too hard. And there's our Silver Harp in Mountain 2.
So how did Fryteeth get to Mountain 2? I didn't see his stairway chain to get down there in the first place.
I think he went Sherlock 5 or 4, whichever one they were on, it splits off. He went to the entrance of that, say, where you would normally come down. From there, I'm not sure, but I think it was a couple extra staircases.
In other words, a really fun route.
Definitely so. And there's still one chest, or possibly even more, on Mountain 2. And another one engraved that we don't even need to check now. Most you'll see is the Fighter's Ring. Oh no, everyone has the Fighter's Ring, right. So yeah, any other chests now in Sherlock or anywhere else are kind of useless. It's just grind and go.
The question is, where do you grind? Like, nobody in their right mind is gonna grind the blue dragon in Hawksness.
No, for sure. I don't know. I know there were red dragons in Hawksness just wandering around. Maybe there, or maybe just go back to a Sherlock floor really quick and grind somewhere. Even Sherlock 1, maybe.
There's definitely an argument to be made for just, like, throwing up Repel and walking on desert tiles to fight the reds in Hawksness.
Yeah, chat pointing it with all the floors we've seen of Sherlock so far, going in, you almost have a guaranteed path to the basement. And could probably try a spike tile there.
Tilo's getting nothing but breath from the blue dragon. Finally gets an attack so he can actually swing now. So hopefully Tilo will take this down and get the armor, and he does.
Very nice.
Now that we're like about 45 minutes in, like this feels real bad when you don't have heal all this time.
Yakko about to do the same thing. Has a stop spell, so is just trying to get those attacks, and is using Hurtmore instead, though. But has the MP to do that for a while.
Fryteeth is going into Charlock. I am amused that he's taking a left instead of a right. Like, I feel like the meta is you go right because it's the shortest route to the stairs. Like, you get that early turn in towards the stairs. You don't have to go all the way up and around like you do on the left side.
Yeah, it makes the most sense, and I certainly didn't think of that myself either. I went straight for vanilla route. It was wrong. Gonna take the alternate staircase on the left first.
I love that when that happens. It's like it defies physics. Like, he took a stairway and it warped him, and you'll notice there are no stairs where he got warped. Like, you have to do the search to have that stairway appear. So he just basically just warped.
I think I almost would have searched and went back down through the stairs just to be quicker.
That is actually true.
Might have saved a couple seconds there, but fryteeth really doesn't need it. Very much in the lead right now. Or yeah, just cast it outside and go back in. Of course, if you're planning on actually trying the Dragon Lord right now, which is kind of dicey, you don't want to waste any MP. Tilo well on his way back towards the Mountain 2. And Yakko pretty close as well.
It's nice to see that after all the early struggles to get off the ground, Sandcraft is at level 15, just like everybody else, but he is missing all 3 plot items, which feels real bad at this point.
I think Tilo took a different path and not the one he needed to take. I may be wrong there, but... Okay, so yeah, just one floor, you take that right staircase, warps you right to the basement of Charlock.
See? Always go right.
See, I tried that in a treasure dungeon earlier and it didn't work. But that's a different game. Hey, we have level 16 here, not very much. Brings you to 130 attack. Yeah, not great.
No, Fryteeth, don't cast outside. Go check the spike. I feel like this is a case where you definitely want to check the spike, because knowing what the blues have, I feel like I'd want to know that before I waste my time trying to dive on a tight resource scenario.
And actually, now that I'm looking at fryteeth's stats, level 16 is go mode. You got 103 health, I think, 130 attack. It's pretty good. Oh, and 103 MP as well. No, really not a whole lot better than 15.
That 103 MP is cause for concern. Only 12 heal mores, and you've got to take 15 swings? Ew. Not a fan. I would want more stats, especially not knowing that spike. Like, that's why I would have definitely gone and checked that spike, because if it's a blue, you're dropping significant resources on it, and you might get killed by it too.
Fair enough. Now me, I'd definitely try this at least once and see what happened. But again, anyone who's rescued Gwaelin, like Tilo, will be better off checking and see how far it is to the next level.
And I fully expect him to do that when the time comes, if he's in position to try to go win the game. I mean, he still needs an item.
So I think Yakko's headed in the right direction for the harp here. He needs to go back around the staircase and hit the normal entrance to this floor. Oh, what was the spike there? I missed it.
The spike was a green dragon, and they have sleep and hurt more, so they can also be pretty trolly, but they're nowhere near as dangerous as the blues.
Oh, going in the DL1 fight here with no herbs, so may have to use a heal more or two in the first fight. Ah, lucky stop spells.
The harp was in the second floor of Mountain Cave, which was accessible via a pretty convoluted path through Sharlock.
Yakko has now surpassed fryteeth in XP, so may have 17 by the time he goes to dive.
I have not been counting this Dragon Lord fight, so I don't know what his odds are. I mean, entering the fight, I know he's an underdog to win this. But it is possible. If the Dragon Lord rolls low-end HP and fryteeth rolls a bit above average on damage, he's got a chance.
He's getting some pretty decent heals.
That 8 did not help his cause at all. Way to go, chat.
This is it, it's do or die time here now. No more heals left. And gets it, wow, in the last swing.
Very well done pulling out that fight. I would not have fought at 16 personally. I would have wanted another level, unless the next level is like a couple thousand away or something stupid like that, given the fact that the grind in the seed is terrible on the spikes. But if that next level was, say, 500 or so away, I would have definitely grinded it before going for it, because that I would have wanted another heal more.
Alright, so still 3 runners going. I don't think anyone else has the harp yet.
But my observation of this is, this illustrates just how volatile a seed can be when you put a Wombo enemy on top of Erdrick's armor. Like, fryteeth got the armor way before anybody else did. Like, I think, didn't he first attempt succeed on that? I think he might have.
I'm not sure if it was first, it may have been second.
It's like first or second attempt on the blue. Everybody else, I don't even know how many times Tilo went after that blue, but it's been a lot of walking into rakes for everybody else trying to get the armor, and not only that, but trying to get the harp.
Sandcraft in top of the tablet there and warps out. Yakko in the U room. This might be the direction you needed to go. Yep, there he is. Assuming he gets all the chests in here, he'll definitely have the harp. And that would be fryteeth. GG. Need to be on push to talk or you won't be able to speak in here. Imagine Wyvern on the chest. I'm not sure if that's a treasure guard or not because I didn't see it when fryteeth got there.
All right, can you hear me now?
Hey, there you go. GG, sir.
Thank you.
That was quite the Dragon Lord 2 fight there.
Yeah, after I hit that 7, I didn't think I was going to get there.
So give us your thoughts on the seed, fryteeth. The big difference in the seed between you and the other 3 is you got the armor way before everybody else did. Everybody else is getting sleep locked. They're taking multiple breaths to the face. It's just been a real ugly time for the other 3 getting the armor.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that was a rough fight, but I decided, I knew the blue dragon had sleep, and so if I could land the stop spell, which I did first try, and get a hurt more off, I figured I had a chance, and with no heal spell, it didn't come for a long time. That armor really paid off.
Yeah, I think Healmore came at, what was it, level 14 or something like that?
Something like that. I don't remember. It was when I was in that maze that, started with Mountain 1 and went on forever.
Yeah, there's only one other racer at the moment that has the harp, actually.
Yeah, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you how to get back to it. I have no idea where. I mean, I know it was on the 2nd floor of the mountain cave, but how to get to it, because I don't map anything. So, I don't know where it was.
You have my respect for navigating that awful chain without keeping track of things, because that was a multi-stairway chain through Sharlock that took you to the harp eventually. Which is why only Yakko's the only other one that's gotten it, because it's such an awful walk just to get to it.
Yeah, and especially because it's only the one staircase. Those other 2 staircases from Mountain 1 ended up completely interconnecting.
I've been wondering pretty much this entire seed when anybody would actually settle down and find a grind, but everybody's just been pushing exploration all over the place because both spike tiles were terrible. And to everybody's credit, like, you guys haven't taken an inordinate number of deaths considering the aggressive approach that's been taken to the seed and what the seed has been giving, which honestly, other than the relatively hurt more, it hasn't really been doing anybody any big favors for most of the seed anyway.
Oh, and Yakko's about to find the bad news about Sharlock left.
Yeah, it was when I found that sorry.
No, there were 2 staircases in the game that did that. There was one in the bottom of Grave and the one in Sharlock here. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that one that took you to the staircase, 2 steps away.
Oh, level 18 here for Yakko as well. I think there was 8 HP there.
Yeah, after I found that, I was going to go at 15, and then when that staircase, circled around in Sharlock, I ran into the golem. I said, all right, I'll take 16, and got nothing, and said, all right, let's go for it.
Yeah, I would have went 2 on that level. Beta wanted another level, but you managed to pull it off there.
No, I wanted another level, but I had no idea how far away the next level was, so I said, you know, we'll go for it. If we don't get it, then we'll know how far away the next level is.
Very true. I think Tilo was the only one to rescue the princess, so he's the only one that can check manually. Or check anywhere, I should say.
Yeah, it looks like the experience required from 17 to 18 is only like 300 or so. Because Tilo's just bouncing right up to 18 already.
Yakko has made his way down to the bottom of Sherlock now and is fighting the green dragon on the spike. I think our other 2 racers are just still looking for that harp.
Yeah, this is the big takeaway with this flag set is if you get required items that are buried deep somewhere, it's just routing, and routing. It's like sometimes it's who routes to the Dragon Lord first wins when most of the stairways are mazing around in Sherlock proper. But this is a seed where most of the maze is external and you absolutely have to navigate through a whole bunch of it to get to the harp.
Tilo's just a bit out of resources again, too.
Yeah, I think the fact that I play a ton of Final Fantasy I randomizer with floor entrance shuffle helped me out a lot with this, this flag set.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely see that.
Now try to imagine how absurd this would be if this had rotated dungeons with this harp location and
Oh my god.
the cave chain that they had to take to get to it.
Just saw Sandcraft take a staircase in floor 4-5 Sherlock. It was the wrong one. Has to go back a couple floors yet. Tilo's in that room now and is headed for the right staircase.
And Tilo is out of resources, so this is very concerning.
Has 81 agility though, and is being able to run from most things.
You know how I feel about agility.
I do. And I fully expected that werewolf to block him that time. No, the Vodcast is not up next. That race will be on a different night. We'll have another race at 10, I believe. Hey, GG's for YakkoWakko manages to take out the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, the vodcast race is happening right now, and it'll be broadcast later. The next race tonight is in just under an hour.
Okay, Tilo is in Mountain 2 and can see the chest. And I think Sandcraft is headed in the right direction as well. Yep, here's Mountain 2.
It's funny how after all of this time, they both essentially get it within a minute of each other after all this.
As Schmike pointed out too, Tilo has a death warp out of here, which shouldn't be too hard in Sharlock, of course. Sandcraft can just outside whenever.
Of course, Tilo needs encounters, and he's... Okay, he finally gets an Armored Knight. He's attacking it. I wonder if he has any items that he can use to stall here. He might not. Although he should have a scale, right? Unless he dropped it.
Possible. He may have dropped it for fairy water, perhaps? There we go. Alright, so Sandcraft picks up the rainbow drop. Tilo is headed now for the Staff of Rain.
Oh, apparently Sandcraft had the token all along. So this is going to be a very, very close race for third between these two.
Did Sandcraft grind for a silver shield afterwards? Wow. And that sounds like a YakkoWakko, GG.
Thank you. What do I sound like anyway?
Like a voice?
Okay, we'll take that. Is it like the John Farnham's voice?
You got me. We can understand you fine anyway.
The Australians that are watching this will enjoy that one.
Oh wow, Tilo picked up level 19 that time. 135 HP, 125 MP. Yeah, it's a definite go there.
Oh wow, what was 135? What was the experience?
Just over 10,000.
Yeah, it looks like 17, 18, and 19 were all clustered together pretty closely. And Sandcraft did the same thing that you guys did by going to the left and warping into the vanilla stairway location.
Kill two birds with one stone, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the way it'll work out. Everyone else will go right, and it'll always be left.
We're lost in the woods.
I'd say the good news is no one had to check chests in the bottom of Sharlock, but technically you've been walking in the bottom of Sharlock for a good hour now.
Yeah, I'd say... Well, we kind of already did that, so... It was like, you know what? No thank you.
I'd say half this seed was Sharlock.
Sharlock and the rabbit hole, yes.
Good news is you had Hurtmore fairly early. I mean, there was a jump from level 1 to 7 for most people. I think Sandcraft actually hit level 2 and then maybe level 3 before hitting 7.
That's actually what I did too. I hit 2 and then I hit 3 and then I hit 7. I got oh no, I think it was before the crit on the wizard. But I know it happened fairly early.
Okay, must have hit a couple red slimes there, or blue slimes in between. So I think there was only 2 experience between 2 and 3.
I know it was 22 to level 1 and I hit exactly 22 on, I think it was the Poltergeist, I want to say. Because fortunately I was able to get that that hero's walk straight to Breck. I don't know if anybody else found Breck immediately. Of course, then I saw the rest of the town south and thought, okay, I did the wrong route.
I think most people found coal first, probably.
Yeah, I did coal first. on the broadsword early.
Yeah, I just went straight east, had a hero's walk, landed right onto Brack, and got the magic armor, the broadsword, and the large shield right there. And I think then I found Hawks, and then I found Cole and Garenham the long way.
Okay, so we just had both of our racers talk to DL1 at pretty much the same time. Sandcraft stopped for a second to heal walk. Tilo stopped to put on the death necklace. They're both flashing to DL2 right now.
Oh, this is a race.
So here's the thing. Tilo has the death necklace equipped, so he's going to do more damage. However, he rescued Gwalen, which is going to cost him time at the end. So this is very much up in the air as to who will finish first. I would personally bet on Tilo due to the extra level and extra attack power. I think that'll more than offset Gwalen, but this is probably going to be within 5 to 10 seconds if they menu the same.
And we've certainly seen races end where Gwalen made the difference.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I would.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sit here and watch this one with everybody.
And also that silver shield and HP combo for Sandcraft could afford some doubles as well. So it's
Very true.
this is very much up in the air.
I was on the same level as Sandcraft, and I did not get a single double. You saw it came down to the last hit.
Did indeed, and Tilo finished with, I think it was 59 MP there?
Yeah, so that extra level and the death necklace equipped were more than enough to offset Gwalen.
Yeah, I think he had 11 more attack in the end there.
We could have had a But Thou Must and made this even closer.
So a 17-second difference between Tilo and Sandcraft for second and third.
Wow, GG to both of them.
Or third and fourth, sorry.
Tilo will not be joining us tonight. He's not feeling well, so he'll skip the interview there. Might see him in chat. Sandcraft may be in.
I'm gonna jump out, but thanks for the comms and the restream and the tracking, and looking forward to next week, which are probably my favorite flags of the Winter League.
Definitely GG, and congrats on the 5 points.
Thanks. Good way to come back. It's been a couple of years since I've done the Winter League, so good way to come back, and GG's to everyone, and see you next week.
We look forward to covering it.
Yakko, again, GG to you, and congrats on the 3 points.
Thank you. I'll take a second place, especially in the first round. I'm not used to getting a second.
Definitely well deserved.
I'll stick around if you have any other questions. And also, I kind of need a little more clarity on next week's flags.
Next week's flags are the tiebreaker flags, except Cursed Princess is not win condition, so you can't load up your inventory with Cursed Belts and force Gwalen to take one and call that a win. You have 2 races back to back, and you get the points awarded in each race based on your order of finish, and then that overall order of finish in the 2 races determines your order of finish for the week. Basically, it's I would distill it down to you grind, get levels really, really quickly because everything gives random XP. And then it's just a matter of finding Swamp Cave, beating the Spike tile, getting Gwaelin, and then taking her to the Dragon Lord and saying yes.
Okay, so Three's Company then.
Exactly.
Three's Company with Chaos, pretty much, yeah. And I believe that's a Sandcraft. GG.
Thank you.
It's a very close finish there with Tilo. For us, it looked even closer than it probably was. We saw Tilo had Gwaelin, and you guys both win the DL1 at the same time, and DL2 for that matter. He was a level higher than you. He had Gwaelin, so it was a bit longer finishing, but I think the extra attack power just managed to get him ahead.
What level did he go on? I think I was like 18 or something like that.
Tilo was 19 and used the Death Necklace.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was rolling pretty low for a while there, but it was good enough.
Definitely. I think we saw Fryteeth win on 16, I believe, and Yakko, I think you were 17.
I dove on 17. I got 18 as I was going down.
Ah, right. So yeah, doable at any level above 16. 16 was pretty tight. I think Fryteeth won with Anna's last attack. So it was very, very tight, but he did manage to pull it off there. 17 was much better. 18 was pretty free, and so was 19.
18 was still tight. It was my last hit.
Ah, I didn't notice that.
I think I had like at least 2 Healmores left on 18 at the end.
Yeah, I had no Healmores left. I unfortunately did not get any doubles, and I think I low rolled like 3 times in a row.
That might be the difference. I did get, I believe, 2 doubles in there.
Oh, to be fair, having a silver shield does help with that.
I had a silver shield too.
Yeah, they were cheap enough.
Yeah, I completely forgot that the summer sale was on, and because I decided, wait, let me see, and then I looked in Rimmildar, and I was only like 300 gold shy, so I just grinded for the last 300. Took like 2 battles.
I had a lot of trouble in Mountain Cave or whatever you want to call it. It was just, I got lost in there a lot.
Yeah, me too. Those rabbit holes definitely get me.
Yeah, I think every one of you had a bit of trouble with that one.
Yeah, there was a whole section on the bottom that I completely forgot about. So when I finally found that, I finally found the harp, and then it was go mode.
Well, with that, I think we'll try to wrap this up here. Have you guys got anything else to say about the seed?
Could have been better, could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse.
I agree, and good game to everybody.
Oh, yeah, definitely GG to both of you guys. Looking forward to week 2. We've got another race coming up here this evening at 10 Eastern. It's going to be Mr. Slime, Bob Pineapple MD, Hate 13, and Centroid 41. That'll be 10 p.m. Eastern here in DW Randomizer. We've got another race currently ongoing that will be vodcast at a later date, probably tomorrow or Friday because we have no races then. We have 4 races on Saturday. One is going to be late Sunday. We'll probably have a live reveal before that last race. We're not quite sure yet of the of next week's groups because that one will be pretty late. So definitely stick around tonight and keep an eye out for the next race.
Yeah, GG's everybody, and stick around, guys. We will have our next race up in approximately 40 minutes.
All right, for Flower Power, Kemi and Renakai, Sensei Belkar, Beta Stripe, and myself, good night all. See you later.